fellow classmates. Today we're here to present our finding and research on the case study on the designer kitchen products. Okay, so designer kitchen product, also known as DKP, it's a kitchenware company which is based in Leicester City in England. This company is selling a range of high-class kitchenware across the Europe. And 1 year ago, David Seymour, the new manager, was appointed by the management team, and his first task was to create a high-performance sales team in order to cope with their future plans of expansion in Europe as well, and as well as in the Asia. So the sales team's problem are a mix of nationality, so there are more problems occur while in the team building and communications and other in working routine. So the problems need to be solved immediately to cope with the future plans planned by the management. Okay, so we have the problem identifications represented by Damien.
So thank you, Jia Hong, for his part of the presentation. Now I would like to continue my part of presentation, which is the problem identification. So now the first problem identification is less communication involved in employees. Now, when there is lack of communication between employees, miscommunication tends to rise. This will cause communication barriers and employees will have a hard time communicating with each other. Important messages from the top management will not be passed down fluently, therefore inaccurate information or messages will be passed around the workplace. Next, ego will rise between communications within each other. Egoism in a workplace is a very bad thing because it may cause conflicts within each other. When ego happens, some employees might take this opportunity to bully the other colleagues. Therefore, some individuals may feel that they are helpless and demotivated. For example, Max shows lack of respect to David and colleagues. The high stress levels in a workplace are a huge sign that there are communication problems. Poor communication will make an individual feel stressed in the workplace, hence they are feel tense to finish their workloads. Conclusion is, for a business to achieve its organizational goals and objectives, a solid communication system must be established. Next is the inappropriate collaboration between sales team. The inappropriate collaboration between sales team in designer kitchen product have caused them the lack of teamwork. The lack of teamwork have contributed in work not getting done in time and the rise of procrastination in employees. Besides, the team do not practice organizational culture. The lack of organizational culture will not have a strong base, and designer kitchen product do not have a systematic workplace. It will be harder for them to achieve their organizational goals or objectives when there is absence of organizational culture. The absence of diversity amongst the employees in the workplace will pull down the organization to the bottom. If employees with different culture or race do not want to collaborate, sales team will have difficulties working together. Lastly, for example, Laura does not share her market information and experiences. Lastly, the lack of sharing will not allow other employees to gain knowledge of business and to sell products. Sharing is a good way for employees to learn new things and to gain new ideas. Thank you.
So there are three solutions that we feel that these three solutions is the best way to solve the company problem. First of all, is the company should arrange a meeting and motivation classes for the sales team. The main purpose of having a meeting is to allow the manager to analyze and track their sales performance. Company having meeting to the sales team also gives the opportunity to discuss on how to increase their sales performance together as a team and what should they do in order to achieve the company target. Company can also arrange motivation classes by the management team to the sales team. The use of motivation class is to motivate them to work as a team and convince them to be more confident. Having this meeting and motivation class may give them a clearer target to achieve as a team and positive instruction for doing the task and plenty of time to reach the target so that they have the sense of responsibility to work. Sometimes we also having an informal dinner gathering or team celebration. This is an advantage to allow the sales team to enhance their relationship and communication, because lack of communication is ranked top for project failure. Set team target and cross-assist target. Set team target is company set a target for the team, and they have to complete the task as a team depends on their capability and experience, because not everyone same got the experience, good experience, and the capability for everyone is different. Then the cross-assist target is set by a company that you have to help each other to complete the target. Like if someone going for the lunch, then the others have to help the person to like accept the call from customer or whatever. For the second solution is companies should provide proper training to the sales team. Providing proper training is to make sure that the sales team receive proper skills and technique are in sync with the new trend that are going on the market. A well-proper training will also improve employee performance. Managers set goals with employees, monitor their performance, give regular feedback, and conduct performance review. Performance feedback also fulfills a basic human need to be recognized and valued, which lead to higher self-esteem and motivation for optimal performance. Through the proper training that company provide, it may also addressing employee weakness so that they can correct their weaknesses. To be really effective in your job, you need to understand the psychology of praising others for their good work, to apply the principles of employee recognition yourself, and to encourage others to initiate it in their working relationship. Rewarding are very benefits to the employee and also for the company, because it motivates employee and boosts up the motivation levels of the employee. It also will greater employee satisfaction and enjoyment of their work. They will spend more time focusing on their job and less complaints. It's also important and appreciated by the company. A happy and fulfilled employee can be motivated to perform better because of the positive feeling they have towards the company.
Thank you, Kaiwan. Next part is I will do a SWOT analysis on my part. So there will be advantages of and disadvantages from Kaiwan parts. So the advantages of arranged meeting will be manager unable to analysis and track their sales performance and target. Means that they will know their daily sales target and monthly sales target and more focus on their job to complete and to hit their target and goals. So the second purpose for the meeting is planning and action, attracting new members to the group and day-to-day tasks such as discussing finance. Means that they have the cross-culture problem, so they will attract more members to join in the discussing and solve the communication problem. Next, the advantages of time is time consuming. They will drain on company productivity because they need more time to join the meetings, and they lack of middle in the meeting, such as have the backseater, driver, gossiper, attacker in the meeting. They cannot like talk the proper topic and discuss the main goal in the meeting. Next, we'll be having motivation class. The advantages of having motivation class is provide quick change in behavior. Like it is ineffective after a long period. That means that sometimes we having a motivation class, we will have a motivation in short term, but it is not efficiency in long term period. Next, provide a proper training. Provide a proper training is a set of activities that provide the opportunity to acquire and improve job related skills. The main objective of having this training is develop competency, help people to grow within company and reducing the learning time of employees. Such example as emotional training, communication program, culture assimilator, and focus in the culture training. The limitation of training is in a training we need a trainer and sometimes we need outsource such as third party to have trainer to come to our company to train our employee. So it will be time consuming and affect our daily operation, and it will be cost consuming also. Rewarding the perform members of sales team can boost the motivation level and job certification of employee. It also will create a competitive environment for our employee in the company. But there will be some disadvantages. The advantages of rewarding if we having this program, such as member will try to outstanding their teammates in like competitive environment. So they will only focus on their personal goals rather than company goals. So priority, speed, and left quality aside, they don't focus on their product quality and they want to complete the task very fast. So that's my reason.
Thank you, Coach Jun. Now I'm going to talk about the conclusion. From the recommendation discussed above, we can conclude that the main step we need to follow to prevent the collaboration problem are arranging the proper training for the sales team and also focusing on the sales target. It is because the skill and technique of the sales team are going in the same way. So if someone trained sufficiently regarding the sales, the sales method and acting or approach method to the customer, they will probably achieve the sales target and also develop themselves. So on the other hand, the individual must focus on their giving on his target in himself, and also try to find the clever ways to easily achieve their target or success within the period. Because when a person pay more attention to like others' target or areas, and also criticize regarding the sales area or sales product, they will never be achieve their main target or main goal, and also never be the good employees, and also never be develop themselves. So when the sales manager provide the proper training to the sales team, the collaboration problem within the sales team will be solved, which means their communication will be much better, and in the end their sales target will be achieved and be much better. Thank you. And any problem? Any questions?
What kind of training you guys can provide for the sales team?
Oh, like we can providing the like emotional training and communication training, because the emotional training can train the employees patient, because during the work they might face a lot of problems and a lot of different people, so they might get frustrated sometimes. So they must, if they get frustrated, their performance will be like get affected. So it's very important for their emotional training. And also next is communication training. The sales manager can train the way they communicate with the customer and also their work team, so that they can collaboration very well. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, that's all from our presentation. Thank you.
Bye.